Have you ever walked through a forest at dusk and felt a chill run down your spine, as if unseen eyes were watching you from the shadows? Deep within the world's most ancient and darkest forests lie stories that defy all explanation. Tales of strange sounds, ghostly figures, and disappearances that remain a mystery to this day. Welcome, everyone, to a journey into the heart of these haunted woodlands. Today, we're not just telling campfire stories. We're exploring real, documented accounts from forests so notorious for their paranormal activity that even the bravest souls hesitate to enter after dark. From the whispering woods of Germany to the eerie silence of Japan's suicide forest, and the mysterious creature sightings in North America, these places hold secrets that have puzzled investigators and terrified locals for centuries. So, dim the lights, get comfortable, and prepare to question what really lurks between the trees. Let's begin our journey in Germany's Black Forest. Its name isn't just for the dense canopy of fir trees that block out the sun. It has a nod to the Grimm brothers' fairy tales and the dark folklore that was born here. Locals have long spoken of the Grossman, or the slender man, a tall, faceless entity said to stalk children who wandered deep into the woods. While many dismiss this as a modern internet myth, stories of a similar figure predate the internet by decades. In the 1940s, several children vanished without a trace from villages bordering the forest. The only clues left behind were strange, elongated stick figures found arranged in bizarre patterns near their last known locations. To this day, the legend of the Grossman serves as a chilling warning, a story whispered from one generation to the next. One of the most compelling accounts comes from the hikers in the late 1970s. They reported getting lost as evening fell and stumbling upon a clearing they couldn't find on any map. In the center stood a single, ancient oak tree, and from its branches hung dozens of old, tattered dolls. As they watched, they claimed the dolls began to sway in unison, despite there being no wind. A low, humming sound seemed to emanate from the tree itself. Terrified, they fled, running blindly through the undergrowth until they collapsed on a main path. When they tried to lead authorities back to the spot the next day, the clearing, the tree, and the dolls were gone as if they had never existed. Now, let's travel to a place synonymous with sorrow and supernatural dread, Aokigahara Forest in Japan, also known as the Sea of Trees. Located at the base of Mount Fuji, this forest has a tragic reputation as a site for suicides, but its paranormal history runs much deeper. Folklore says the forest is haunted by yūrei, the tormented souls of those who died there with anger or regret. Visitors and paranormal investigators report a host of unsettling phenomena. Compasses and GPS devices mysteriously fail, not because of magnetic iron deposits as is commonly believed, but, as some say, due to a spiritual interference that disorients and traps those who enter. People who have survived getting lost in Aokigahara speak of hearing disembodied whispers, faint cries for help that lead them further off the path, and the unnerving feeling of being followed. One rescue worker, who has spent years in the forest, shared a particularly chilling story. He was searching for a missing person when he heard his own name called clearly from a dense thicket. Knowing he was alone, he ignored it, remembering the local wisdom that the yūrei will mimic a familiar voice to lure you to your doom. He also described seeing shadowy figures flitting between the trees at the edge of his vision, always disappearing the moment he turned to look directly at them. The sheer psychological weight of the forest is said to be overwhelming, a palpable sadness that clings to you long after you've left. Moving across the Pacific, we find ourselves in the dense, fog-shrouded wilderness of North America, where legends of mysterious creatures have been passed down for generations. Beyond the well-known Bigfoot, many regions have their own unique cryptids. In the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, the legend of the Jersey Devil has terrified residents for over 250 years. This creature is described as a winged beast with a horse-like head and a terrifying screech. Countless credible witnesses, including police officers and public officials, have reported encounters. In 1909, a week-long panic swept the region as hundreds of people reported seeing the creature. and finding its unidentifiable cloven tracks in the snow. Was it mass hysteria? Or is there a genuine predator lurking in those isolated woods? Further north, in the forests of Appalachia, people speak of the Wendigo. Rooted in Algonquian folklore, the Wendigo is a malevolent spirit, sometimes described as a gaunt, skeletal being associated with winter, starvation, and cannibalism. Stories tell of hunters who disappeared for days, only to return as changed men, gone and crazed, with an insatiable hunger. Modern-day campers and hikers in these regions still report hearing blood-curdling screams, echoing through the mountains at night, or finding enormous, three-toed tracks that belong to no known animal. Some even claim to have seen a tall, pale humanoid figure watching them from a distance, its unnaturally long limbs moving with frightening speed through the trees. These stories serve as a stark reminder that some ancient legends may be more than just stories. What is it about these dark forests that makes them such a breeding ground for the unexplained? Is it a trick of the mind, where the isolation and an overactive imagination create monsters in the shadows? Or are these ancient woodlands truly gateways to something else? Places where the veil between our world and another is thin. Think about it. A forest is a living, breathing entity, witness to centuries of history, life, and death. Could the trees themselves hold the memories of us, replaying them for those who are sensitive enough to perceive them? Or do entities, both human and non-human, find refuge in these wild, untamed places? Far from the prying eyes of the modern world, the stories we've discussed are just the tip of the iceberg. Every culture has its own haunted forest, its own bogeyman that lives in the woods. From the Pukwudgies of Massachusetts to the Leshy of Slavic folklore, the narrative is strikingly similar. The forest is a place of power, mystery, and danger. It guards its secrets fiercely. Perhaps the most unsettling part isn't what we see or hear, but the profound, instinctual feeling that we are intruders in a world that doesn't belong to us alone. That was here long before us and will be long after we are gone. What do you think is the truth behind these haunted forests? Are they just collections of folklore and misidentification? Or do you believe something genuinely paranormal is at play? Let me know your own theories and if you have any local forest legends in the comments below. Thank you for joining me on this chilling exploration of the world's most mysterious forests. If you enjoyed venturing into the unknown with us, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world's greatest mysteries. Stay safe, stay curious, and maybe think twice before taking that shortcut through the woods at night. See you in the next video.